Are you seeing repeating numbers or certain number sequences time and time again? Well, in this video, I'm going to be going over what this can mean, but also how to use these numbers to aid you in your manifestation so you're bringing more of the things that you want into your life. That's coming up next. Before we get started, my name is Dave and this is HeartSpace, where I'm creating videos every single day to help you along your heart path. You know, for me, that means living a life of fulfillment, doing the things that are in your heart every single day. And my goal is to help you get there closer and closer and closer through these videos, through my membership program, through everything that I'm essentially doing. Now, also, one thing that's really going to help you with manifesting, if that's something you're interested in, is getting my course, Magnetic Manifesting. It's absolutely free. It is down below. You can join us on the little 21-day challenge we do on there to really help raise and upgrade your wealth frequency and also get tangible, practical results. Now, in this video, we're just going to be using numerology. We can call these angel numbers, divine numbers. There's many different labels we can really use here, but we're going to look at how we can use numerology that's appearing in our lives in order to manifest, how to keep ourselves on track, and really how to decipher these communications, and they are communications, so that we're bringing more of what we actually want into our lives, and so we are aligning with those things, which is what's going to bring them in. So the first thing to do when you are seeing a repeating number or a certain sequence, let's say you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that, or you're seeing 4 ones all of the time, and you're seeing this, on a near daily basis or even multiple times a day, which a lot of people who start experiencing angel numbers start seeing the same ones like kind of every day, multiple times a day, and they're not being convoluted, they're not deliberately trying to see them. These things are just popping into their reality. They look at the views of a YouTube video just supposedly coincidentally, and it's like 4444, or they look at like a license plate and they see whatever number they've been seeing quite frequently. And so if this is something that is happening to you, the first thing I want you to do that's going to help you manifest is get very familiar with what this number typically represents. So I have a ton of angel number videos on my channel. I will even link down below a couple of playlists that basically go through 1 through 9 and a few other sequences that are quite frequently experienced by people, and I would ask you to go look for the ones that you are seeing and listen to those videos so that you are familiarizing yourself with what they mean. Now, one thing that's incredibly important as you do this is to understand that each number can have many different meanings and a variety of different meanings. In those videos, I go over what they represent or the meaning they have for me and what I've experienced, along with some commonly shared experiences other people have with that number. So make sure when you are going through those videos, only take on board what resonates with you. Your emotional guidance system, that which you resonate, is going to be the true indicator if the number represents that for you, or maybe it's something different. But if you go to one of these videos, let's say you're seeing 7-11 all the time. Well, there are specific meanings this number has. Let's say then you go watch my video on 7-11, what it means, the angel number, and you resonate with that video, then that's a good sign. Actually, it's a pretty surefire sign that what I'm saying in that video is what it means for you and how it can be applied by you. So the first thing is, whatever number it is, think of what that number is. Even let me know down below. In fact, comment down below what angel number, what numerology sequence have you been experiencing a lot lately. So it could be ones, it could be 1111, it could be 222, it could be 711, whatever it is. Let me know down below. I'm actually very curious. But once you have that in mind, these are the things I've been seeing. Familiarize with yourself with what it means, and make sure whatever meaning you are going out and discovering, that it resonates with you, because that will tell you if it's real for you or not. And if it's not, it just means you need to do a little more research, find some other meanings until you find that one that does resonate, because your angels, the universe, source will tell you through your emotional guidance system which explanation is aligned to you. Now, after you have found the meaning that is resonating to you right now. So let's say you're seeing the ones and there's a certain 1111 meaning or a few that really resonate with you. Now it's really important to bring what those are into your awareness, and even more important to then take action on whatever the thing is. Sometimes you'll receive messages through numerology, and we can say through your angels, that are encouraging you. For example, it's like, oh, you're on the right track. Please keep doing what you're doing. Well, then that would be a good call to keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Identify what that is, and again, use your emotional guidance system to find what that thing is. You'll see it you'll be able to tell through if it resonates and keep doing that thing. A lot of other angel number messages can be you're kind of veering off track and to get back into alignment. Again, you then need to take action on the instructions. You know, it's like if I come to you and you're like, hey, I want to get fit, or you come to me and you're like, I want to get fit, and let's say I'm a fitness instructor, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see where you're at right now. Well, I need you to, you know, hop on this treadmill and run for 20 minutes. I need you to go, you know, lift these weights or do these exercises, do this stretching or whatever. And now you have the awareness of what you need to do or what's being communicated to you. But if you don't do any of it, you're not going to get any of the results. And that's going to be exactly the same with the angels, with numerology, to use the information coming through that resonates with you and to take action on it. Again, sometimes the meaning will just be encouragement, and therefore to bring that into your awareness. But other times, you know, having studied the angel numbers extensively and having seen them in my life, every day I see some form of angel number, there's usually sometimes an action component, a changing course component. Sometimes your angels could be coming in and telling you, hey, you know, you're a light worker and there's a completely different path that aligns to you than the one you're currently on, right? So you need to understand first what message resonates with you, because if it resonates with your heart and soul, that's what the angels are communicating with. They're not communicating with your head, right? They want to communicate through the feeling center. So once you find that, then it's about what is the thing that's resonating with me, what are the instructions, and then how can I apply that more in my life? Now, the great thing about when you start seeing angel numbers and then you start applying some of these things, you will start seeing probably new angel numbers that kind of correspond to the actions you're taking. So let's say you are getting some that are telling you to almost change course in your action a little bit, and then you start doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if you then started experiencing certain angel numbers that then begin to encourage you to keep doing it, right? It might start encouraging you like, okay, now you're on the right path. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And these numbers are coming in. I tried to snap there, it didn't work. These numbers are coming in to tell you, hey, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing, to bring that back into your awareness. Maybe you're going through a pocket where you're not getting certain results, but you're actually doing the right things. You're watering the right seed and it's about to just come through the surface, but you might be going through, I just don't know if this is working, whatever it is. And then you get the angel number that comes through and tells you, hey, keep going. It is working. We have received what you are sending out. You know, there are things happening in the background. Just keep going. Stay in that alignment. I know maybe physical results haven't come in yet, but to keep going. So you can receive some like that as well. You see, a lot of times these numbers, the ones you're receiving from your angels and through numerology, and thus, again, what you resonate with, I emphasize this time and time again because it's so important. A lot of times the goal of this is to get you into alignment, is to get you into alignment with your higher self, is to get you into alignment of the potential of you. And so a lot of times you'll even see numbers coming through that remind you of your co-creative powers. You know, one of my favorites and one that a lot of people get is 1111 or a certain combination of ones. And one of the big meanings of that one is just to remember your co-creative power and that your thoughts have power. And so you'll have things like this coming through as well. So just remember, a lot of times these numbers are coming through because these beings source energy through these beings that vibrate at higher levels of consciousness. And we have labels like ascended masters, angels, you know, whatever else it is. You know, we talk about different dimensions and different densities and all that. But what it really represents are guides, are beings that have evolved and transcended to a certain level that are coming back to then encourage us, to show us the way up the consciousness scale. And so a lot of times these numbers are used as communication with the corresponding resonation, with the, not resonation, resonating, I don't know what the proper form of that word to use there is, but essentially that message through which ones resonate with you is instruction from these beings that understand you are on a spiritual journey and they're showing you how to go further along it, how to stay in alignment. So keep that in mind when you're seeing these numbers, and if you really start taking the action that these numbers invite you to take, you take on board the encouragement, you become more aware of these numbers, you'll start seeing them more and more, because also understand this, the universe and source is communicating with you 24/7. This is one of the ways that it does it. You'll start realizing when you open yourself up to receiving these numbers, you're going to start seeing them a lot more. But that doesn't really take away anything from the message. It's just because we're being communicated with 24/7. And you'll find a lot of times you'll start seeing, say, one I've been seeing a lot, for example, is 444 and 44s. You'll start seeing when you look up like what that means and which one resonates with you, you're like, oh my God, that's so in line with what I'm going through or what I needed to hear or whatever else it is. That's not a coincidence. So essentially, by listening to the messages coming through, using your discernment to understand which ones you resonate with and which ones you do not. Now, if the numbers coming through, that is what is. That is happening. So, for example, if you're seeing 4s all the time, I'm using that because that's one for me, 4s all the time during the day, that's not, coincidence. But then it's about finding out which one of the meanings, which one of the things resonates with you. And not to go on a wild goose chase here, it might be the very first one you look at. It's like, oh my God, that's exactly it. I feel so connected to that message. You might watch my videos on 444 or 44s and go, everything in that video resonated. I have the message now. But to use your discernment with that, and when you do that, and you then start taking action on that, and you start really continually bringing this into your awareness, you're sending out that frequency. You are aligning with your higher self and with the messengers that are sending you this, who are just, more aligned and more easily connected to source, which means you're connecting more to source. This is going to help you manifest so many amazing things in your life from that level. And that's what your angels want for you. That is what these higher beings want for you. They are acting as guides to continually bring you up that consciousness scale. And as you go up that consciousness scale, you will receive the physical equivalent of whatever wavelength that is. When you're in love all the time, for example, imagine what the physical equivalent of that's going to be, or abundance and wealth and possibility. Imagine what the physical equivalent of that is when you're radiating that energy, when you're resonating with that energy. And your angels very much want to help you to do that. They want you to be in abundance. They want you to experience the amazing things that you can experience as a 3D being here. And so really make sure you're following these numbers, you're finding what resonates to you about them, because that's going to be able to help guide you in what's actually being said to you specifically through this number. And if you do this, you will find you manifest faster. Again, I want to reiterate, make sure you're taking action. You can receive these messages, and if you're kind of sitting and doing nothing with your co-creative power, you're probably going to start receiving messages of, hey, you need to take some action. There are angel numbers that kind of have that encouragement as well. If you keep taking action in this direction, certain things are going to happen. But make sure you're taking action based on these things. And again, looking out for those numbers coming through with more instructions to keep you back on track, because maybe you veered off a few degrees, and then an angel number will come through, a communication will come through. Hey, you've moved off track a little bit. Make sure you focus on your energy. Make sure you focus on getting back in alignment. Remember, you're a co-creative being. Your thoughts are powerful, or whatever else comes through. So I'm going to leave you with that. That's a lot to digest, but that's essentially how to start using numerology, angel numbers, to really start to manifest things in your life. These beings that are come back to guide you, come back to show you the way, so to speak, to show you what you truly are. They want you to live an abundant, happy, high frequency type of life. And if you listen to the messages coming through that resonate with you, that's exactly where you're going to get. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, get my course, Magnetic Manifesting. That's going to go over so many other ways to do this, other messages that come through outside of just angel numbers. You can get that for free down below, and also check out my angel number playlist. I cover so many different numbers down below, so you can just go into that playlist, look at the numbers that resonate with you, and go from there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Hit subscribe if you are new and you're not a subscriber yet. Also the bell icon, because basically to subscribe, you have to do both these days. Anyway, remember, you live in a friendly universe. You are loved, and I'll see you in the next video.